Smitty and Megan making money. Today's episode is brought to you by Omaha Steaks. As always, spring is in the air, and that can only mean one thing: spring grilling. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to spring into something delicious with their semi-annual sale. When they say semi, it's like 50% off site-wide is crazy. So grab all your favorites like perfectly aged tender steaks, ocean fresh seafood, juicy burgers, grilled chicken, desserts. Plus, when you go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code PICS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. It's a perfect way to get fired up and spring into something special. It's opening day today, so don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use code PICS at checkout, and take advantage of this deal. Minimum order may be required, so go there today and get your steaks.
You know what I'm doing for dinner?
What's that?
The game's only 2.5 hours long now.
Uh-huh.
So you gotta get done quick. I'm gonna get the grill out, nice propane. It's gonna be average out in around Philly. I'm taking the early train. I'm gonna get back like 4:30. Philly's gonna be on. I'm gonna put on the radio, a little Fransky in LA. I'm gonna grill me some Omaha steaks.
All right.
It's gonna be summer, baby.
Look at that.
It's gonna be summer.
It is cold.
I'm actually very jealous because I wish I would have put in an order for some steaks before today because I'm just stuck with, plain old chicken thighs. But I really wish that I could be grilling up some Omaha steaks. It's a beautiful day here in South Louisiana for opening day.
Well,
it's 60 degrees. It's fucking gorgeous.
You can parlay that into some free crawfish reviews and crab reviews with Ben Mintz.
That is true.
But that was the worst crab ever. I'm still just watching him eat that crab is like a sleep paralysis demon.
It's upsetting.
Breaking it down the middle. It was awful.
Happy opening day. It's nice that we got baseball until, it's crazy to say, but we haven't baseball until October. So we got it.
It feels like it just ended.
I know. I can't believe it's fucking back. And
it's so much better when your team has at least hope. But every team has hope on opening day, but it's so much better when your team has hope throughout the year. And we were talking beforehand with Ebo. This is the first time in what, 7, 8 years?
This is the first time in legitimately 6 years that I've really cared about baseball.
First of all, I disagree. The Pirates have no chance.
No, but you still have that kid nostalgia feeling like, it's opening day. Maybe if you get off to a hot start, you never know. Yeah. And then, after opening day, you're done.
You never know.
Opening day used to be like my favorite day as a kid, even when we sucked. And then for the last basically since 2018, I have not cared.
No, it's cool for you to care about a team that will probably come in fourth place. It's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And then there are Astros fans like Megan making money who are there all year, and then you have Tico who hops on and she's very energetic.
Baseball season is obviously only October. That's it. Mm-hmm. We don't do the dog days of summer. We only do October. That's it.
I mean, the Yankees.
So the Yankees play at 1 today. I got off the train at 9:30, and boy, oh boy, the amount of Goombas.
Oh, the Goombas are out.
Short sleeve shirts, trying to be macho in 40-degree weather. It's astounding. The Goomba alert.
I got 2 messages for you, by the way.
Me?
But yeah, two people on the train were asking. 2 separate groups of Yankee fans were asking if you're going to the game.
No.
It's like, what the fuck do I know?
Yeah, why are they asking you? Well, it's very nice of them, but no. Let me tell you something. It's cold today.
It's very cold.
Just has a detailed Marty Mush schedule.
Zah, why don't you know my schedule if I'm going or not?
This is the worst day for baseball ever.
It is free. I also don't get the Yankees are playing the Giants today. Go play in San Francisco. Yeah. Change that up. Why are we playing in New York on the first day in April? It's fucking freezing, and I don't want to go to the game yet.
They got to do the thing that colleges do, where the teams in the Northeast just go play tournaments at Coastal Carolina for 2 months.
100% should. Every East Coast team should play on the West Coast right away.
No, they just stay in spring training for an extra week.
Or just stay in Florida for whatever. But obviously they can't do that.
That was miserable growing up playing baseball. You're so excited for the year to start. Then all of a sudden it's February and you're taking hacks outside.
Oh my God, yeah.
Your hands are fire.
College baseball in D3 would start in March, I think, or whatever. It was what are we doing? It's absolutely freezing. I don't know why we're doing this. But yes, opening day. First, I want to get a take on you guys because the Yankees opening day shortstop is Anthony Volpe, right?
Good for you. Good for him.
So that's what I'm excited, but I have a little dilemma here. He hates me.
Why does he hate you, Marty? What'd you do to him?
I
A
don't.
lot of people hate you, though.
I know they do, but it's usually because of my takes or whatever. But he, 2 years ago,
The whatever covers a lot.
whatever is a lot. I don't know why else they hate me.
Any other possible
He
reason?
doesn't hate me because I'm dating Rhea like most people, so I get that. So that one's off the table.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure because it was
Okay.
before that. So 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, Hubs was like, yeah, Volpe's friend like reached out. It's like, yeah, he'd come on short push, but he doesn't like you, Marty. What the fuck? I didn't do it. I'm a Yankee fan. How can he not like me? He's on the Yankees. So it was a year and a half ago. So like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we're not calling him up for a while. Then last year, Jersey Jerry did a jersey swap with him, and he came back and goes, yeah, he doesn't like you. I asked because I was like, ask him if it's true. And he's like, yeah, he doesn't like you. He didn't give him any reason. He didn't say hate, but doesn't like you.
Yeah, some people just don't like for no reason.
So fuck him.
Rocky
I think-
Balboa's, or it's like Gazzo's driver.
Yeah.
Rocky
Yes.
just doesn't like Rocky for no reason.
So you know what? I think Oswald Peraza should have got a better deal. We brought him up, and he got a raw deal. Fuck Volpe. I hope he takes an error, and I hope he gets a golden sombrero.
Are you about to
Wait
go
a second.
KFC?
Wait,
Are you about to go
whoa.
KFC mode? Hold on. I'm about to say.
Whoa. This is disrespect out of you.
No.
No, I think it is. You're taking it personal. This isn't personal. This is business. Fletcher Cox blocked me on Twitter for some reason. I still have no idea why.
Nope.
Everything I've ever said to him has been like, take my knee instead of yours, like you're a god. He blocked me on Twitter for no reason. I will not hate Fletcher Cox because
Well-
I love the Eagles and the glory
That's
and
where
the
it's
mission more than any sort of personal beliefs.
That's where it's different because Fletcher Cox is a proven superstar. Right?
No, but if this happened with anybody,
No, listen. I think this is where I'm at. This is where
It's just so funny that y'all are blocked by other men.
yeah.
so funny.
When we're fans of the
not
team.
named Rico.
Yeah, probably Rico's fault. My theory right now is I am going to root against him until he's Derek Jeter. I am going because he is a non-proven.
Strategy.
He's a non. If he starts to be amazing and being great, yep, he's helping our team. He has not helped my team right now. He hasn't done shit. If he starts to help him, I'm back on.
Disagree. He's a young buck.
He's a young buck who's an asshole for me.
You need. That shouldn't matter. He
Oh, it
plays for the
matters.
Yankees. You should love him unconditionally.
I do.
You loved worse.
I love. They didn't. Those worst people didn't hate me.
This is so
Bad
like
take.
this is so
It's a
like
bad take.
it's so ironic because you're sitting here
Very
as
selfish take.
a guy that unfortunately lost a World Series and then a Super Bowl this year, and you're saying you have to love your team unconditionally, and then Marty, as a Yankees fan, is sitting here being like, no, I don't. I don't have to love anything. I
No,
don't have to
I'll love
like
him
everybody.
when he starts to, because he hasn't played a single game for the Yankees yet. I have a better batting average in college than Anthony Volpe.
Oh, that's probably why he doesn't like you because
Well,
you're calling him out right
don't-
now.
He didn't go to
Don't
college,
equate
so it didn't
D3
matter.
Stats to what this
He
guy.
didn't go to college. That's why I said it.
Okay.
I am.
0 college hits.
Yeah, he has 0 college hits. I have over 100. So, as of right now, until he proves himself as a Yankee, he's not a Yankee. He's gonna earn his pinstripes. I have more pinstripes than fucking Anthony Volpe. I have bled more for this team. He's got to prove himself, and then once he proves himself, I'm on the ball. I will swallow my pride, and I'll root for Anthony Volpe. Peraza got a bad deal.
Ebo, add Anthony Volpe hitting a home run today to my card.
Okay.
Add Golden Sombrero plus 6,000 to mine. So yeah, right
It
now
would be great if we can make bets for Golden State.
it would be awesome.
Ryan Howard, 2013, would have made me a fortune.
Wow, that's not a. If we could just put that out every day for a player to get a Golden Sombrero,
We're still allowed to say that, right?
yeah, I feel like we should be.
Common
able to.
baseball knowledge, right?
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
we're allowed.
Go
To.
0 for 4, 4 Ks. The sombrero's golden. That's what we mean by that.
Do you think we can? Maybe we should ask. If we can just one day, if someone just
Respond.
bets it every day, $10 on it every day,
Oh, it'll happen.
it'll definitely happen.
It'll happen.
But yeah. So who's Phillies? Who the Phillies got?
Phillies got DeGrom today in Texas.
Ooh.
we're supposed to have a plus 1776 coming out. I mean, a good game to watch. I'm like, it's one game. It's very iffy. I'm not sure how they're going to come out. Noah is kind of hit or miss in opening day. It's a 6th straight opening day start. He is in a contract here, but I mean, it's DeGrom. Still one of the best pitchers on earth. It's like a kind of a stay away game for me.
I took the Rangers just because I think their offense was fucking fantastic last year. They just didn't have any pitching, and not that I know DeGrom's going to be on a pitch count, and not that he's going to save their entire rotation. But I feel like he's a good fucking start.
Here's a question: So for the Barstool Baseball, we did the biggest regression for each division. In AL West, my biggest regression was Jacob deGrom. Not because I think he's going to be injured. He was injured last year and regressed to 11 games. I think he's going to pitch 25, 30 games, but I think he's not going to be the best pitcher on earth. So what's more of a regression? The injury and not pitching, or just kind of being above average?
Probably being above average, I would say.
Thank you. Okay.
Above average.
Like, I think he's going to have a good year. I think he'll be like, 11-6 or whatever, like 3 ERA, which is good, but it's not the best pitcher on earth. What he has been essentially when he starts.
Yeah.
No, I want to paint a picture
the
for you.
Rangers have had.
I want to paint a picture for you.
Debo.
It's the trade deadline around maybe like August 1st in the office. Jacob deGrom has 200 innings pitched, 300 strikeouts, and Frank the Tank is over in the content base screaming about how he told you so. And Jacob deGrom never cared about the Mets and how Jacob deGrom is going to win 50 World Series with the Rangers.
So
can you envision that?
So we're just enabling Frank the Tank.
I'm just saying he might be right. I'm just saying.
So when Darren Ruff gets picked up, Darren Ruff's an MVP.
Oh, Darren Ruff's first game back. I'm betting him to hit a home run. Absolutely.
I'll bet
Especially if the Phillies pick him up, which has been rumored.
Just so he can tweet, I told you so. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't hate that, to be honest with you.
No, I don't hate that either. With DeGrom, the Rangers are so fucking weird to me this year. Like, do you think they're going to be good?
They got a very, very... They have positions where very talented. It's like Seager, Garcia is very talented. Their division's brutal.
I know.
I know it sounds crazy, but
the Astros are just going to own them.
I feel like the Rangers are, and again, this sounds like some very hot take since you do have two of the best players, one player best in the world, one in the United States. But I think the Rangers might be more dangerous than the Angels.
Yeah, no,
I think they would. I think
they are. I think the Angels are such a lost cause. I think that it's so sad.
I did take them today, but
because every year, like Tommy even tweeted yesterday that he took the Angels to win the World Series or whatever, just because people are always down on. We're down on them because we are so. They just suck. I couldn't even tell you the Angels starting 5 pitchers. I couldn't do it.
Well, I know that they're playing the A's today, and the A's trade away the only 2 fucking pieces that they had, and that they should be able to go and just rake. They should.
Look, it's a 162 game season. The A's are going to win.
I know they'll win games.
And also, Megan, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. We're an A's We're an A's podcast. We are
We're Rangers. So we're Rangers hockey. We're A's baseball. What are we? Are we giant football, or are we what like for football?
Football, we're all over the place, but baseball, I think we could all agree on where moneyline A's. A's or Diamondbacks this year. I think we decided Diamondbacks, but I think A's Diamondbacks is our bread and butter for moneyline plays. Because the A's opening day, I know it's Ohtani, but plus 200.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm going off the thought that Ohtani is going to bring in that momentum after his big Japan win and just come and just throw a fucking
Probably is. He probably gonna throw a perfect game today.
I'm personally going to save the A's money lines for when they're playing the Astros, and there'll be plus 450, plus 500. The Astros are known to play, especially in the regular season, down to competition at times. So 100%. Shit's gonna happen. They're not gonna lose every game.
I think.
On that note, I gave it to the room. Sorry, Marty, didn't mean to interrupt. Alex Bregman's birthday today. So if you like a player that has big nuts and likes to go yard on his birthday, plus 575. There we go.
Altuve's hurt, correct?
Yeah, he's out for 2 months, I think.
I think the way we should.
Ohtani's coming off the baseball classic, maybe a little hungover.
He could be.
It's either one. It's either he's going to be tired or he's going to throw he's going to throw a perfect game. Like it's going to be, it's either he's
Yeah,
more,
one or the other.
yeah, because he's more game ready than the other pitchers because he played in actual games, not spring training, I guess. But I think the way we should do this today is just go through, because I want to do all baseball today.
Just go through each game?
Each games. And I think that we start with the Braves, Nationals at 105. Braves are minus 260.
Well, Patrick Corbin's still alive and still pitching for the Nationals. They have
Patrick
for
Corbin
the next 50 years.
is my favorite thing the Yankees didn't do was Patrick Corbin, because he's dead.
He was, I think, statistically the worst pitcher in baseball last year, which kind of sucks because he was like a very good pitcher at one point. I don't know if he's going to be that bad this year, but I don't see him being anywhere close.
I think the Braves are going to be so dangerous.
The Braves are going to be dangerous, and if there was a way on the Barstool Sportsbook to pick Ronald Acuna to homer his first pitch today, I would bet it. There's not, so we're just going runs first.
What would the odds do you think? Like plus
it's gonna be like plus 1,500.
40. I'm saying, but if it was for him to hit the first home run of the game, like
plus 1,200, plus 1,500. It's plus 375 for him to hit a home run today, which I love. I think Acuna's gonna go off, and like it's Patrick fucking Corbin. Like, how do you try to win with that out there?
You can't.
And I like him. I like him as a person. He was a great pitcher, but like,
Braves,
there's no reason why the Braves
line parlay. I think it's a good one. It's chalky as hell, but I mean,
I just like Acuna's batting props today. I think he slays for that game.
I just don't. The Nationals are so bad.
They are, but it's baseball.
I know it's baseball, but
where teams
they will
win a game.
100%. But the Nationals are a bad baseball team. They won a World Series and they didn't give a fuck after that. They just they just let everyone go. We're not paying nothing. We got it. We don't need to win for a while now. I don't know how you take the Nationals here. I think you just go Braves minus 1.5. Next game is Giants Yankees. I'm on Yankees minus 1.5, obviously. I think this is a Judge home run day as well, just because it's against the Giants. The Giants thought they were going to have him. I think if you can take
a nice narrative. I forgot about that narrative for a second.
Yeah, like everyone thought whoever tweeted thought the Giants had Judge. So I'm going Yankees and Judge to hit a home run today. The short porch, we do have a parlay, and it is where is it? It's Volpe to get a hit, Cole to win, and Cole over strikeouts and Yankees to win. So
we're gonna root for Volpe.
I'm not taking it. I'm gonna take Peraza in AAA where he shouldn't be.
Hey, Logan Webb is a good pitcher for the Giants. This is a must win for the Yankees today.
Must win.
It actually is a must win.
100%.
Cole on the bump, and after last year ended, and you guys really didn't do much besides Rodon to improve.
Well,
besides re-sign Judge.
Yeah, that's what people say. Like, we had to re-sign the best player in baseball.
Yeah, but
that's a big thing.
But it's kind of a must-win. You got to win opening day.
We have a healthy DJ LeMahieu. I don't know if you heard that
Tigers.
Josh Donaldson did change his swing. So that's good.
I hate when they do. Why? Like, unless
he needed to because he sucks.
I mean, yes and no. It's like you're a Major League Baseball
That's
player.
what I'm saying. And I said Josh Donaldson's year this year, over 24 and a half home runs I put it at. So I'm saying he's hitting 25 home runs. No, I love the Yankees today. I was going through the Giants lineup. I don't get how this team won 110, 112 games. 2 years ago?
2 years ago. Yeah, they fell off the map. They overachieved and they fell off the map. They got older. Gabe Kapler regresses after years of being a coach. They did nothing to improve. No, the Giants under for the total of the year was one of my bets, and there's a reason why.
I love that.
Also, I'm doing so much baseball research this year. I talked to Steve J about getting involved with Trusted Data Baseball because he's not the biggest baseball guy. My mission this summer is to become the greatest baseball gambler on earth. That is my
someone
mission.
Needs to,
and we're doing it.
It won't be me.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing it through strikeout props. We're going to be doing through like innings props. We're going to be doing it the weirdest ways possible. but it might happen. Will it happen? Probably not, but it might happen.
Listen, the way the way he does it is what the data, like he looks for the absolute best line, stays one game a day. That is how you're supposed to gamble. That is literally how you're supposed to. I'm going to tell you right now, I will not. I'm a wake up in the morning, responsibly. Gut feeling, and I like to feel smart like that. The best way is probably the way you're doing it. Look at strikeout props, look at the matchups, look at everything. That's why we have you guys. I'm not going to do it, but you guys should definitely do that. Next is a fucking Ebo thinks that the Orioles have a chance this year. They're not even a favorite against the Red Sox, who are fucking awful. So,
I like the O's today. Let's go.
what's going on? Zai, you're an Orioles fan now?
No, he's the biggest hater. He's
Me too. Orioles are just not good. They're just what? Why do you think they're gonna be good?
I also love the uniforms.
I have faith.
Yeah, I have faith. Is never.
I have faith.
They were the most covering
I believe in the
team
baseball guy.
last year. They also hit the shit out of Kluber. They hit the shit out of Kluber.
Yeah, but it's
Houston's
also
not the best pitcher, but he's going to be serviceable.
It's also people are knocking the Red Sox around, as they should. They'll probably still finish last in the East this year. They're not they're not a bottom basement dwelling team. They'll be competitive. It's a stay away game for me, specifically because Kyle Gibson.
That's what I'm saying. I don't love to put
I like
my
the
money,
Orioles, but Kyle Gibson, nice guy.
I think he'll do just
Saying
enough.
Oh, that's who you're relying on.
What, Kyle Gibson?
Yeah, your opening day.
No,
starts.
we're a team. We work as a team.
Yeah.
We get through 5 innings. You give it to the bullpen. Bullpen goes for 4 innings, closes it down.
So that's what
Orioles
you want
win.
your ace to do is go 5 innings.
The way that we're building a baseball team, we're not doing it the traditional way.
Yeah, that's that.
We're gonna win in an unorthodox fashion this year.
No, yeah, that will work. Of course it will.
Royals did it.
Yeah.
Royals went to 2 straight World Series doing that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
for it. Oh, yeah. You'll be in 4th, but it's fine.
Okay.
The Red Sox have four hitters. Devers is unbelievable. I guess Verdugo.
Who can hit? Is Kiki Hernandez?
Who else was
That
it? Oh,
player.
Justin Turner. Didn't he
Yeah,
just get his
forgot he
face
went there.
broken?
Oh, yeah. His whole entire fucking face is just
Did you see the
like
picture?
entire lip.
I don't want to.
It's his face is disgusting.
I think he took a ball to the face, right?
Yeah.
And it like his entire like right side of his lip, like it's like looks like a dog fucking took a bite out of his face.
And then after Turner, it's all right. They have 3 hitters because then I have no idea who else is going to hit for them. Because the guy they got from Japan, is it Yoshida?
Yes.
Everyone gets excited about them. You just have no idea. You have to give them some time.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, it's just not good.
I mean, the Red Sox, they've definitely regressed from 2 years ago when they were in the LCS and probably should have went to the World Series. They're not going to win. They're not going to lose 100 games, but I mean they're going to be around 500.
Let me ask you a question: is Chris Sale alive?
Chris Sale is due for like a big time comeback here.
How
if he's
old is
healthy.
Chris Sale? I feel like he's old. No,
He's just been hurt for so long. I just don't even
Maybe
know.
that's
When
what
he's
it is.
but when he's not hurt, he's very good.
Oh yeah.
No, I agree with that. I just feel like I haven't seen or heard from or of him for a while.
Next game we got 2:20. We got Brewers versus the Cubs. Stroman versus Burns. Stroman gets a lot of shit, and he deserves it. He's an asshole. He's the opening day starter for the Cubs, huh? I feel like he hasn't been very good.
I don't think he's as bad.
No,
as people.
he was very good last year, specifically at home.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think. I
last
think
year at home.
he's catching a lot of heat, and I like the Cubs opening day, Wrigley Field day game. Like it just all the vibes seem like. Also, I think the Cubs took Burns 2 games last year, and they also ended the season on fire. If y'all remember, like the Cubs were just like had their hair on fire to end the season. I think they won like 15 out of their last 17 games.
The Cubs lineup I kind of like. I like Swanson batting second. Ian Happ is great. Is that Cody Bellinger?
Oh
Yeah.
Okay, he can have you never know about him. You have no idea.
Belly.
And then Mancini.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't even play for the Astros last year in the
Astros,
playoffs for
yeah.
some reason, but
Mancini is just kind of like a guy in the lineup.
Yeah, but I think
I like
Yeah,
Mancini. He's a good
just a
guy
guy.
and,
I think
and a great
Mancini
Oriole,
on a
but he's
team-
kind of a guy.
like that is good for him. Like the Astros, there's a lot of pressure for him to come, and they didn't even need him really, but there's no pressure on him in the Cubs.
Yeah.
I think he can be good for them.
He's not a 3-hole guy like he was for the Orioles. He's probably like a 6-hole guy.
And shout out Eric Hosmer still doing it in batting.
Not really, but-
No, that's what I'm saying. Like shout out him. For,
Not really.
Shout out to him for getting in a lineup. I don't know. I don't hate the Cubs today either. They're plus. They're plus like 120, right?
Yeah, I think 123.
yeah, it's just Corbin Burns.
Yeah,
That's really
that is.
again. It's one game. Anything can happen. They're at home. Sherman pitches well at home.
Next game, Detroit Tigers against the Rays. We got Rodriguez against McClanahan. You know what? I'm so sick of the Rays. I'm sick of them just getting these guys that I got to figure out who they are in the middle of the year because they're really fucking good. They find anyone who is very good and they win 90 plus games a year.
I'm convinced they find guys off the street and they just like see them like throwing, I don't know, fucking newspapers, and they're like, "Yep, get them put them on the roster, put them in the bullpen."
Shane McCallahan, dark horse Cy Young, one of the best pitchers in the game last year out of nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. They find these guys and it's like, who the fuck is fucking McClanahan, whatever his fucking name is, and I get pissed because it's the Yankees have to play him all the time, and Wander Franco is just unbelievable. So
I got a dark horse Cy Young guy, not in the AL.
okay.
Hunter Green, 65-1 to win NL Cy Young. Once he started throwing strikes in the back half of the season, he was unbelievable pitcher.
That's a big thing to throw strikes.
Yeah, once you figure it out, you're the guy.
That's
I mean, like
true.
that's what a lot of young guys struggle with is command. And so once you can cut out the walk, stop falling behind 2-0,
You have
that's kind of what
Cy
Otani
Young?
did.
He has electric
the
stuff,
jump
but he also
Ohtani
plays for the Reds, so he's going to need that dominant of a season.
Right.
I mean,
We've seen
Alcantara-
teams, good pitchers on bad teams win Cy Young, like Felix Hernandez, DeGrom, stuff like that.
yeah, and
Alcantara
last year with Sandy, it was a little bit of a down year in the NL last year with dominant pitching, but Sandy ended up on top. So I mean, it's certainly possible.
65-1 is a big number. That's
It is
all.
a big number.
Do you have him
Him and Tristan McKenzie.
Were you were wrong last year? You had Ohtani.
I had Ohtani 2021.
Oh, who'd you have last year?
I didn't bet AL MVP or NL MVP.
Do you
last
have
year.
an MVP this year? Or no.
I haven't really picked anything out. I like Gunnar Henderson rookie of the year. He's obviously the odds-on favorite, but plus 250. He should probably be minus money.
All right. Yeah. So Rays Tigers. I mean, that's a nothing game for me. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch. Chris Castellani is gonna watch it, and that's about it. Right?
Just him in the stands, just biking you out the entire park, and it's just him.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
Phillies Rangers. I find this a very interesting. I'm excited to watch that game. I'm a Phillies fan this year. I don't know if you know that. I'm obviously Yankees, but Trey Turner is my favorite player, and I'm excited.
He likes you.
Because he likes me, and he does answer me, so that's why I love him, and he's also really good. The Rangers is an interesting team to me this year, but the Phillies, even without Hoskins, the lineup's good. You don't think so?
Yeah, it's very good. They were without Harper for most of the year last year and still raked. They're going to be without him until at least the end of the month. They didn't put him on the 60-day DL, but he'll be back before the All-Star break, so it's a month.
I weirdly think that's good for you.
I think it's
Give
good.
him, give him some extra time. You don't need your best player in the first month.
I
don't.
Oh, I would.
I mean,
I
look
would
at
much
the
prefer
last
Bryce
year,
Harper.
Obviously
be in the
want
lineup.
him. You obviously want him, but it's not like the end of the world. I think for you.
With Reese out, it sucks because he's in a contract year. He popped 30 last year. He was probably gonna do better this year.
Is he out for the entire season?
Yeah, ACL. So unless he pulls a Schwarber and comes back in the playoffs like he did in 2016 for the Cubs run, probably not coming back. They're probably going to need to replace that position with a CJ Cron, which would be awesome, but more than likely a Hosmer or Jesus Aguilar or somebody to fill in. But they're going to score runs regardless, and their bullpen is light and day compared to the last few years.
Before we keep going with these games, I want to talk to you about the Busker Irish Whiskey. The Busker Triple Cast Triple Smooth is an extraordinary blend with extraordinary smoothness. This new-to-world Irish whiskey is born out of a modern Ireland where the contemporary and bold meet the traditional. The Busker offers authenticity of a top-quality Irish whiskey while also bringing a disruptive approach to the industry with their modern and straightforward look and feel which goes beyond the Irish whiskey category. Be bold or bust with the Busker and find the Busker in stores. Find the Busker in store. We've all had it. I love it. You can see the bottle on the screen right now. I always talk about the bottle, but it's simple and it feels good in your hand. Easy to pour. It's also very smooth. It doesn't give you when you have a nice shot of it. I love it. The Busker, go find it in stores right now. Next game, Twins Royals. I don't know why. I got a good little feeling about the Twins this year have a better year. I know Correa, but I just got a better feeling. I don't know why. It's my one team that I have a feeling on.
If Buxton's healthy, they're going to be right in the mix.
Yeah.
He's never healthy. This is I'm going to add this to my card. One of my huge plays of the days. Twins, team total run over 4.5. Over that, Twins minus 1.5, and Max Kepler lefty going up against Greinke righty home run.
Did you see what Greinke was doing in spring training this year? He was letting people get on base, and then he threw a ball 45 miles an hour 6 different times.
He's a Hall of Famer. Let him do what he wants.
He's literally. I wish we can find it. I don't. It probably can't even show it.
He is holding out for that trade deadline to go to a contender.
He literally was fucking.
Right.
He was just fucking around, and I was laughing at it. I was like, he literally was doing whatever he wants. He knew a guy was supposedly a guy went into the batter's box and he was hurt, so then they needed to get him in so he wasn't swinging, and he was just going like this and throwing the ball 46 miles an hour to get him in, and he just doesn't give a fuck. And how old is Greinke? 40-something?
I mean, he's
up
pretty
there.
old.
He's gotta be, right?
I would say 38. That's my guess. I don't know. I just want to
I
guess.
was looking it up.
39 years old.
39. It's a good guess.
Close. Speaking of, I know you guys are we're talking baseball, but our good friend and coworker Ben Mintz is at the Classic singing the national anthem today, and in its best golf course attire, aka the T-shirt he's worn for the last 3 days.
Is it out? I didn't even see it. There it is.
Just made me giggle. Just wanted to share with you guys.
No. We gotta watch. We gotta watch Ben, because we'll watch 5 seconds of it because I can't listen to him scream. That's what
we have a very, very special national anthem from Barstool Sports.
All right, here goes nothing. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
Trent sitting with the
through
flags
the
making me laugh.
twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and
All right,
bright
turn
stars
Mincy off. That's one of the worst. That's just.
He's in jeans and a T-shirt on a fucking.
You gotta
golf
wear a
course.
collared shirt at least.
I will
Jeans and a
say,
T-shirt.
Megan.
At least he took
No,
his.
you're not allowed to wear jeans, period.
No.
At least he took his hat off this time when he sang it.
Oh yeah.
Megan is also right. He's worn that shirt in every video he's done in the past month.
It's getting in good use.
Before we get back to baseball, we do have to talk about something. Smitty, did you see what Brandon Walker did last night?
I didn't see. I just saw the rumblings of it.
So I'm
What happened?
going to explain it to you guys because I did watch it because I got a question right, so I was happy about it, and I got it right on. It was I'll tell you the question after. But Brandon Walker, it was 14-13. Chris Clemmer's team. I don't know the names of the teams. It was Clemmer's team. They're winning Honkers winning 14-13. They're winning. Brandon Walker they do a phone a friend, and Brandon goes out to the office to go find Nick Tarani, and he came back and he didn't find him, and then called Nick, and then Brandon starts saying names to him, and then they ended up getting the question right. So then it's going into overtime. And before overtime, Brendan goes, listen, I got to tell you guys something. I went out in the office, and for some reason I said the question out loud by people in the office, and Katie Stats told me the answer was Ellen DeGeneres, and that's how I got that name. So he cheated. And he basically was going around like he was a hero telling everybody, like, I didn't have to tell you I got the name from somebody, even though we all know he would. He basically is like, yeah, I killed a guy, but don't worry, I told you. So what's your thoughts? Because this is big.
I think what I would have done is I would have said that instantly when I came back, like, hey, Jeff. I mean, would have put Jeff in a whole tizzy, but hey, man, like, somebody shouted out the answer when I was looking for.
I don't know why he said it out in front of people.
Yeah, no.
He wanted
What
the
happened?
fucking answer.
Yes.
What happened is Brandon Walker got greedy. He looked for the answer. He got it. It went into overtime, and then probably what happened is somebody informed Jeff, or the word got around that Jeff was eventually going to know, and the audience is going to know how he got that answer. So he decided to come clean right then.
The word would have definitely got out.
Yeah, but it wasn't some sort of moral, high integrity move by Brandon Walker. No, it was to put it out there to make it seem like that before people actually found out.
He was looking for that.
Because if you were actually an honest, God-fearing man, Mississippi Brandon Walker, you would own up to it immediately because it was wrong. You went with it.
Also,
and that's why you're a participation trophy winner for the dozen. You're not a champion.
It's also unfortunate for the Honkers because it was to beat the first place team to get into first place. Mm-hmm. And now it's like an asterisk of like, oh, well, they told us like we just took the win now. And it doesn't look – it's unfortunate for the integrity of the game. And I just want to sell the question that I got right. Would you guys know it? It's the bonus round where you have to guess what number it is. I got it exactly because the only thing I know is Monopoly. If you took one – of each currency you get in Monopoly, what does it add up to? So just one of each dollar bill.
So 1, 5, 10.
36?
36?
No?
What?
36?
I thought 20?
So there's a
10,
1,
5,
5, 10, 20, 50, 105.
Oh, I totally
There you
forgot
go.
about the 50
Yeah,
and
you would've
100.
got it
I
right.
only went to 20.
Well,
I don't
assuming
like
I know how to
Monopoly.
add.
I
Big
took me a
assumption
little
for you
bit.
as well.
It was a big one, but I did get it before. It was 686. It was people forget there's like Megan. People forget there's a 500 and 100. Goes high.
I forgot totally that I always quit before I get that money.
Ebo, as a dozen player, what do you think? I think he got off kind of like, oh, it's whatever. He cheated.
No, I think the dozen fans tend to
He'll get his.
hold justice in the like they have a court of their own public opinion. The dozen fans, and I think they'll.
Oh yeah, they do. They hate me.
I think he'll fall back in the fan vote a bit.
Yeah, I think it's
Why did you say 36, Megan?
36.
Because I drove again. And I'm thinking about how stupid it sounds. Like as I'm
You think you
re-saying
got
it.
it?
It's literally a $500 bill.
Basically,
I completely
Megan
forgot
thinks
about
you only get a 20, a 10, a 5, and a 1. And
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's enough money to play. That's all you need.
80.
next game is
36 is a random fucking number too.
Clemmer and Frank did make their way down to Miami. They drove in Frank's car. It's
Frank
Mets.
has a car?
Yeah, Frank has a car. He only drives. He will not go over 45 miles an hour. So Clemmer had to drive. He really won't. I've driven with him. I was driving with Frank while the Mets were playing, and he was listening on the radio. And the Mets
That's dangerous as fuck.
The Mets made an error, and he had to pull over because I was like, Frank, you got to pull over. You're gonna get us killed. It was sad. It was a crazy scene. But it's Mets Marlins. Awesome matchup. Scherzer and Alcantara. Who do you guys got?
I got the under.
You got to take the under, right?
Under 6.5.
Are you guys worried about these? I know that they've had like all spring training and stuff to get used to like the new clock and like the balk rule, but like, do you guys think that's going to affect the totals at all?
So when they did it in AAA, it was split down the middle,
exactly
the same between the years prior and the year they did it in AAA. So I tend to think
You are on your shit today, Smitty. Let's go.
He's been researching. He's got
You are the most intelligent man I have ever met.
I will
today.
say, when he said he was researching, he did have a lot of links up, so he's been researching, and I like it.
Yeah, I want to do well for the people out there listening. Like if anybody tails, like I want them to be good.
Shout out to
Oh wow, tickets are low as $5 for this game, so that's good for the Tank.
Game time.
Yeah, go to Game Time for $5. Only thing with the pitch clock, like I think it's gonna affect one. It's gonna affect one game this week. I just know it will because it'll set Twitter on fire.
Probably.
And I feel like it's gonna have to do with the Mets because Scherzer also was very vocal of hating.
Yeah, but Scherzer also can't wait to get the next pitch out his entire career. So if there's one person that isn't going to affect, it's him.
I tell me if I'm wrong. I saw this on Twitter. There was like a pitcher, I forget, it might have been Nestor Cortez. It was somebody who didn't make eye contact with the pitch, like the hitter yet. They tried to quick pitch him. Is that something as well?
I think it could be. If you're in the batter's box, like you should be ready, right?
Yeah, I feel like you should be. I don't know. There's some rules that I just still don't think I understand yet, but we'll see what we'll
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out as we go. Mets though, I think you've been right about them that they haven't really improved in the offensive.
Oh, no, I think they were completely lateral their entire offseason.
Yes.
They got Verlander instead of DeGrom. You had DeGrom only pitched 11 games last year, but talent-wise, that's a lateral move at best. They got sent.
Listen, Verlander's getting old.
He won a Cy Young last year. So
I look, coming from someone that appreciates him and definitely will miss him. Besides the postseason, like everything's good, but I feel like again, this might be. You said regression for DeGrom. I think maybe regression for Verlander.
Well, they're going to count on him to pitch fucking innings, and
lots of them.
And Scherzer, they're not young bucks. And Senja was already banged up a little bit. I like him, but he's an unproven commodity. Walker, they lost, so it's like basically a wash there. They were counting on this young buck to be a catcher for him. He didn't come to fruition in spring training, so he got scraps from the Brewers essentially to be catcher, who they've had problems with in the past. Their over/under seems to has been like realistic. They won 101 games last year. They peaked. Their over/under started at 93.5. Now it's 92.5. I think around 90 games is about right for them. But no, I don't see them winning 100 games. I think that's blatant homerism by everybody in the Barstool office. Who thinks that?
We just got there's just suits outside. I get scared when suits come around. I feel like they're gonna fire all of us. Next game is my favorite.
I would love that for the reactions. I would flip out if these guys just come in here and fire up. I would start flipping tables. I would say, "Come make me leave." It would be. You would, if they come in and fire me, you would have to treat me like you did to the people you
to get them out. Next game is my favorite game of the day. The Pirates and the Reds. Oh, that is a match made in heaven. Votto's not playing. Pirates money line.
I'm also on the Pirates.
I love the Pirates tonight. Today.
Killer work his way to get this starting spot all through spring training. He wants to be the starter for this Pirates team, which sounds just silly, but still,
it does.
He wants to be the starter, and I'm kind of excited for them. And I respectfully to Hunter Green. I know that Ebo likes him. For Cy Young, is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like
65-1. I think he's a little dark horse.
Well, I'm just saying for this opening game, he's the second youngest Red to ever start an opening day game for the Reds, and I think that he might just not have that maturity ready to go, and could essentially, start throwing balls like he has been. But I love him when he's on. When he's hot, he's hot. But I don't know if I can trust him game one.
Listen, we got Cruz, Reynolds, and the boy McCutchen is back with Pittsburgh.
He is.
That's what we got to see. And you know what? He's going to have a great game. I love the Pirates today. I have a question. What's the guy from Ohio State's name? Is it Smith and Jigba?
Yeah.
Mark Titus?
Is this his brother?
Yes, his brother is in the
His brother's
Pirates.
on the Pirates?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a talented family.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Because that's not a name you just see
Yep,
a
that's
lot.
his brother.
Holy shit. All right.
The Thompsons are pretty impressive too, having a Major League Baseball player and then like a 4-time NBA champ.
I feel like the Watts are doing pretty good too.
Yeah, Watts. I think it's almost cooler when it's across 2 sports though, because it's like shows the versatility of the athletes in their family.
Yeah, I think it's cooler across sports as well. I agree with that. Next game, Blue Jays Cardinals. I think it's an awesome game. Good Jersey game. I feel like
Very good Jersey game. That's a good call.
Manoah, he's a fat fuck, and Mikolas is a pitching for the Cardinals.
He's a good fuck.
He's a good fuck.
He's a really good pitcher.
You talking about Manoah or Mikola?
Manoah.
Both.
Yeah, fuck Manoah. He doesn't.
He just doesn't like you too, so you call him a fat fuck?
No, the Blue Jays.
He definitely had gained at least 15 pounds.
Okay, but
from
what
his first start in Yankee Stadium was so fucking good.
He's a big boy, pitcher.
But what if Manoah, Gosman, Bichette, and Vladdy Jr. came out with a video saying "We love you, Marty"?
I would slow down a little bit, but I don't like the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays to me are almost like
The Blue Jays ended my fucking childhood. I like the Blue Jays. It's where I think they're overly cocky.
That's
but like,
what I was about to say. They're almost.
I just
like
think they should do more.
They're like the Grizzlies almost, where it's like they have a bunch of young, talented guys who talk a lot of shit who haven't done anything yet. That's just what I get with the Blue Jays, and I don't like
I will say, please exclude George Springer because he's the most likable person in the
George
entire
Springer. I actually, I don't like him because he's an Astro and like he's obviously really fucking good. But
he's so nice.
Vladdy's a guy that talks so much shit about the Yankees and like he owns them and like we just destroyed them.
They got to prove it this year.
They have to prove it. And Bo Bichette, I feel like he's been getting
weak sauce.
He's been getting so much like MVP talk. It's crazy.
This is the year they need to turn the corner, and he's going to be one of the guys that needs to perform like an MVP. Him and Vladdy.
And what do we think about the Cardinals? I just think they're always good. So
they're always good.
I like
but
Nicolas.
I don't mind the Cardinals either. I think they regress a little bit because they're not playing the Pirates and Reds 40 times a year. So
that's also true.
And then the Brewers like really underachieved, especially at the end of last year. So I think the Cardinals regress a little bit, but they're still going to be in the mix.
Shout out Tyler O'Neill, the most beefy baseball player of all time. That dude's jacked.
What is Za eating?
He's eating those things.
The wax.
Yeah.
The wax? Yeah, just sprayed all over me before. It is weird not to see Yachty with the catcher next to him. It's a little weird. You agree? All right. Good talk. I think it's weird. It's weird not to see him on there. White Sox. Let's run through these. White Sox, Astros. I'm going Astros here. Fuck the White Sox.
Not smart to take a home run line, but I'm taking it. I think we can handle Cease, and yeah, I'm really excited.
Who's out for the? Is it's Altuve and what? Brantley.
Altuve. I don't even.
Always out.
Yeah, right now we have
But Framber might be the best pitcher on.
Framber
Framber's
fucking
nice.
pisses me. I hate the fucking Astros.
our rotation.
When Gio pitches,
good.
which is probably the next game, hammer Gio. Cy Young year.
Also, question: what do you
Been
guys
hearing
think?
that,
What do you
too.
guys think Abreu is going to do today? Do you think he's going to like be boom or bust as far as his bat going against the White Sox?
The Astros regular season, you never know when they're gonna pop up. Oh, that's right.
They were putting up
He was
football
playing.
numbers.
Yeah, he is playing.
Yeah, we're playing the White Sox.
He's apparently like a pretty down to earth, chill guy. So I don't think he has much like vengeance game waiting for him. But you know, White
That's
Sox
right.
Dave's luck. He'll probably hit 4 home runs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Padres, Rockies. This just sounds like I'm taking the over today.
Blake Snell under 6.5 strikeouts.
Under?
That's one of the strikeout cases. Yep.
I like my Braves Padres money line parlay. It's so chalky, but it just feels right.
Yeah, no, I like that.
There's no reason why the Padres, after the end of last year, shouldn't sweep the White Sox this series at home. Like, if they have any heart, they should just run right through.
Yeah, anything at all left in them?
Angels, Athletics. Angels are minus 220. That's just obvious. It's Ohtani against fucking Kyle Muller. Everyone loves Kyle Muller.
Exactly.
I mean, imagine being Kyle Muller today. Just like
Watch him go out there though and fucking just absolutely shut them out.
I love the A's, man. That's just this shit's funny.
Dude, but like A's, like you should expect A's players to come out every night trying to prove themselves. You should. Like a game like this with Muller against Ohtani, like he's going to be trying to bring his ace shit because imagine if it's a 1-0 shutout where he wins. Guess who's getting the national attention?
Yeah. No, 100%.
It's a lot more of a win than against the Tigers.
Right.
This is our guy. This is Big Ev's guy and Rico, and we all talk. Zach Gallen is pitching for the Diamondbacks against the Dodgers. Urias is going for the Dodgers.
I love Gallen too.
It's the only total I took today.
I love Gallen too, but I got under 5.5 strikeouts. It's a tough matchup for him.
It's very, very tough one. I don't hate going.
Those are my 2 strikeout props
for the Diamondbacks early money line that game. And then last game of the day is the Guardians against the Mariners. Smitty, you felt something good about this, and you like the under.
Oh, I feel it in my cockles. You got Castillo and Bieber, 2 of the best pitchers in the AEL, going to that pitching hotspot of fucking, what is it, Safeco in Seattle? Sounds right, almost, but it's a pitcher's ballpark.
T-Mobile Park.
Wasn't it Safeco before? Whatever. They're pitching pitcher-friendly park. First game of the year. Weather's going to be a little rough. Nerves might be flying. Under 6.5. It's going to be a 2-1 ball game.
I'm on the Mariners money line for what it's worth. I also like your under, but I like the Mariners a lot. Some newfound confidence after making the playoffs. Is that what you're talking about? Mariners Guardians? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, yeah. So I thought you were looking at me crazy, and I was like,
they both made the playoffs last year.
But I'm saying for the Mariners specifically making the playoffs last year, a nice boost. Like that team was very scary as far as in my own division. So I would obviously worry about them. Then you have Rodriguez, who's we should talk about his fucking home run derby appearance more because that was just insane. Do you guys remember just that round 1? How many did he hit? 45 or something crazy. It was he was just teeing them off.
Hey, he's a hacker. He's a hacker who's gunning for the MVP this year. A lot of people love him.
Megan, let's start with your picks right now.
Okay,
but wait, before you do your picks, I want to talk to you guys about today's show is brought to you by Barstool Sportsbook. Nobody cares about your bracket, and that's why you need to download the Barstool Sportsbook. Who really needs a bracket when you can just bet on all the action, and the Barstool Sportsbook is the best place to start. Now offering a $100 sign-up bonus for new users. Sign up today using code TORNY, then place a $10 or more cash wager on any college basketball bet. Win or lose, receive $100 in bonus cash. Download and create an account today, and be sure to use code TORNY to unlock your $100 in bonus cash. You can have bets from me, Big Cat, Dave, Megan, Smitty, Parlay Insurance, Underdog Insurance, and more. Download today. Unlock your $100 in bonus cash. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Megan, what's your picks?
All right. O's money line, Cubs money line, Rangers money line, Braves, Padres money line, parlay, Pirates money line, Astros run line, Angels run line, Dodgers, D-backs under 7.5, and Mariners money line.
Love it.
All right, Megan's got every game. Smitty.
Loving Acuna today. I just think he goes off, especially maybe even the first at bat. I mean, he hits a home run there. Gallen under 5.5 Ks, Blake still under 6.5 Ks. Guardians, Mariners, talk about both of them. And also I'm going to add the Twins, team total over, and Max Kepler home run.
I have Yankees minus 1.5, Orioles money line, Phillies money line, Marlins money line, and Blue Jays money line. This weekend in Houston, Dave, Big Cat, I'm not sure if they'll let Bosco on there. A couple other people will be there in Houston. I know Bosco likes to call himself a power broker. But I did get Providence new head coach Kim English on the show Friday. So
former Mason coach.
Let's not
shout out Marty.
No one's asking for praise, but just if there's credit being thrown around and you see Kim English there, it's because of me.
I just want to play a little fun game with the four of us. Do you guys want to take a guess on how many new phone numbers he comes back with from Houston?
So it's going to be
12.
All of them.
Important or not important ones?
Just how many coaches, assistant and or head? No GAs or anything like that.
No head. He gets no head coaches.
No head.
It's no head.
Yeah.
No head at
It's
all.
no head coaches, and he'll get a bunch of assistant and a lot of managers. I seen him do it. He already asked. I have the Arkansas coach texting me being like, he already asked him to get into parties. So like he wants to go to parties with these coaches.
That's so funny.
And that's why I love Rico, because like a lot of people are like, hey, can you get me into like a Sports Illustrated party? No, he wants to get into like the boring ass with the head coaches parties.
And speaking of Final Four, let's give a shout out and some good luck to our boy Jordan, who was on the show.
Yeah.
He gets to go run the table, so big deal to him. He messaged me after he was on, literally sweetest kid ever, sweetest man.
Yes.
Nicest guy ever.
Good luck to him. I'm going Miami money line still. We will. I think is tomorrow Nick Central.
Yeah, me and Nick, I think.
Tomorrow is Nick Central, and happy opening day. We usually get hot dogs here, but I think there's about 4 people here today, so that's
The
not
boys
bad,
made it to
but-
Miami. Speaking of hot dogs,
That's
so
big.
The raw dog and boys are ready to go.
That is the show. The Yak is up next, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Go Phil.